Hi guys, it's Sam. I'm a brand strategist and co-founder of Vibe 7 Studios.
And I'm Jay Garner, author and also co-founder of Vibe 7 Studios. And this is Business Vibrations, 7 minutes of morning inspiration for creative entrepreneurs. And today we are talking about remaining authentic in your art while growing your business. There's a fine line between sharing your creativity with the world and losing control of it, and watching it turn against you in the process. And as we endeavor with this studio and growing our brand and expanding our business, I think we've also, over the last few months have really looked at, our foundations. Are we staying true to it? Are we honest with what our outcomes want to be? Are we making sure that our customers and our clients are still getting, the same level of care and quality and whatever they expect from us as we grow? And I think we've done a great job at it, but I do think we are evolving. I think the needs of our businesses are evolving, and I chalk it all up to growing pains. But at the same time, remaining authentic is something that you constantly have to check up on, just like you check your finances every month, just like you check on your employees every month. Making sure that you're on track with your goals and remaining true to yourself throughout the process is something that you constantly have to check on as well.
Very true, very true. I do agree with that. As far as remaining authentic, that's something, when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's something that's so challenging to me personally, because I'm always struggling to make sure that I'm not crossing the lines, keeping my moral temperature like there. Morals are so important, but not only that, just where I started from. Because being a creative, it's like you're boss, you're entrepreneur, you have all these hats we wear. And so sometimes it's like, I can't be friends too much because right now I'm not your friend. And so it's like, sometimes it's challenging. When I go home, I'm like, who am I today? Who are you, darling? If you guys know where that's from. But I really think that authenticity is so important. And it's something that I'm actually, in 2022, it's part of my goal is to keep that balance of making sure that I'm me and who I want to be and not trying to please anyone else. And I'm doing this in the right way.
And it makes sure, remaining true to yourself ensures that the right clients are coming to you. When we started the studio, we were reaching out to everybody, trying to make sure the rent was paid, and we were targeting and accepting jobs that we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And we felt the pressure of it. We felt, just it wasn't right in our spirit, and it wasn't a good match for us. And, it's so important to stay with people that are equally yoked with you. Mm-hmm. And, no matter what somebody is paying, it is not worth sacrificing your values. You're laughing because you know who I'm talking about.
I'm laughing also because it's something that I learned through Argo Vibes, through my music media business. I learned that, and that I say no. I say no all the time because I'm not a no person. No is hard for me, but I learned through so much building that label and working with so many different people that came and gone. I'm like, nope, no, thank you.
Yep.
Not saying I don't love them. I always tell a talent or a business person, I'll get you somebody that's best fit for you. Mm-hmm. And it's never been the money for me. Thank God that I've been blessed that I am able to take care of bills without focusing on the money. And I tried to explain it here, and she got to experience what I meant, how it doesn't feel good. And we got to recap when we first started business when we were younger, right?
You did explain that to me. However, this studio is a very large financial endeavor.
It is.
So please excuse me for taking on clients we shouldn't have in the beginning.
It's okay.
I knew it was a short-term solution, but you definitely feel the weight of what it's like to partner with someone you should not be partnering with.
And so I tell people, it's something I know, like any business venture or anything, it's like,
In your gut.
it's like it feels good. And so here, understanding what, like, rent got to get paid, so I get it. So I did respect that you were like, hey, we're not going to change who we are. We're going to remain. We're still a multimedia studio. We still cater to this, but you're great at this. I'm great at this. And I did appreciate that, because guess what? In that, I was able to see things I haven't done before. I was able to pull out things in branding that I didn't even know I could do. So that was the joy of it. So I actually was like I made it a passion project in the part of it. So I found joy even in the darkness.
Oh boy. We are past that part now, thankfully.
Yes. It was definitely, and it's funny because she's like, no, I'm good. Do you have any questions or concerns? No, I'm good. That's gone. And I'm like, great. So this won't happen again. And I'm happy it happened now in the beginning stages than later on when we were further deep, because I know what it feels like to be tied to something longer when you're doing, because we're good at what we do, but we're not great at it when it's not passionate. And that's something that it's not fair to that person. It's not fair to that brand. It's not fair to you. And so I always tell people, stay authentic to who you are. With that being said, also, I did a class where they put the values. They were like, in any business, he was like, to be successful, you literally have to know when to be like, hey, $1 million will still never take me away from what I love to do. And so I love that we learned that in the beginning. So
your lesson to being authentic is saying no.
Yes, I've learned. Like,
that's
I just
the
say
keyword.
no, and people are like, you're mean. Why don't you want it? Like even family and friends, they throw people, and I appreciate it. But I don't have boundaries in many places, but that no it's like, it stands, like, and I mean it. And you get it from me. Nope, don't want to. And I don't even know why. It took me a long time, because you heard me saying yes it's so long. And every no now, it's not against it. It's like I used to say yes to everything, and I would struggle. You would be there as I was mad at myself and just mad at myself, because I'm trying to push myself, and you would talk me through it like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not. And so yes, so being authentic. So for you, now that you understand more than ever, in 2021 and 2022 coming now that we're in it, what is it that you can say to our listeners, as you, Jay, being authentic moving forward? What's the one question that they can ask themselves to be sure that they know that they're staying true to themselves?
One question. I have tons of questions.
Just
but
one.
One.
Or one thing they can ask. If not, you don't have to have, or one point.
Okay. So I'll say this as we wrap up. Determine what balancing creativity and business means to you. What is of utmost importance about what you want your art to say to the world? That is your non-negotiable. That is what you cannot make sacrifices on. Everything else, be reasonable. Some things are flexible as long as your voice and what you want to say is still being heard. And, no matter what you decide for your art and your business, no matter how you divide your time, if you're working on both, if you're growing, if you are cultivating what you feel is right in your spirit, you're on the right path. And all you have to do is be honest with yourself about that. Honest with yourself about your needs. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to evolve. And both will be okay.
Is that the growing pains you were talking about?
That is the growing pains.
It's a part of it. That was beautiful. Because,
thank you.
Like, as an entrepreneur myself, listening to that was everything. Because it was like you was talking to me. It had nothing to do with our business. It was like, that is true. My non-negotiables are actually stronger now than they ever been, because of learning from that. So maybe I'm more authentic than I thought to myself.
So we have more about that if you want to read our Medium page, Vibe 7, and we will end with a bit of positivity. I love this quote. Being good in business is the most fascinating kind of art. Making money is art, and working is art, and good business is the best art. We